Hi guys, I've got your pick a card reading to find out where is your money block. So this is a wealth and abundance type of reading. We're gonna look for where you're blocked, where your energy's blocked, having to do with money, wealth, abundance. So that can encompass more things than just money. It can include health, a little bit of relationships, and just overall things flowing to you and your energy flowing so that you can really receive the things that you want. So we've got this first card is for group 1, the second card is group 2, and the third card is group 3. So have a look at the cards and ask yourself which one or more than one card has a message for you, and then we're going to get into the card reading. If you'd like to book a private session with me, I have energy healing sessions and recorded readings available at shannonmaher.com. And go ahead and choose your card, and the timestamps are below. See you soon. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time here. And you picked, I've already started shuffling cards, but you picked the support card. So I'm not even sure how you say that, Crystal Storalite, I think, but there's this interesting being on here who seems to be bringing you a gift. So let's see what's going on. I was just starting to shuffle cards for you, and all these things fell out. So we've got support, fire, personal truth, dreams, and protection. Okay, we're gonna do 5 cards. Okay, so let me see if I get what we get from this, and then we're gonna pull some Moonology cards. So so far with your most blocked flow with your energy with money is coming from how you feel about support. Either you're lacking support, there isn't enough personal support. I feel like this is a more of an emotional, personal type of support that then translates into money. So it's for some of you, I feel like maybe you don't have your parents anymore, or anyone like that who was always there for you to give you that kind of personal support and guidance type of energy. Or there's an issue with whoever was that kind of parental person for you, or caring, feels like an older, wiser, caring person helping you in your life. And it feels like you had them when you were younger and something happened. Maybe you don't communicate with them anymore, or they passed over, or, you know, something going on there where it's like, it started this, I feel like it's been a snowball effect. Like, I got the words on a roll, but it's like not the kind of roll you really want to be on, of kind of feels like tumbling downward as far as finances, feeling like you can't catch yourself. You know, it's just feels like this movement that has built momentum over the years, or over a certain period of time, since you feel like you lost the support. Okay. So let me see. I'm talking to my team. What else do they need to know about this? So the main message here is that you do have support. You have support from the other side. You have your ancestors, angels, guides, your star family, if you identify as a star seed. You know, there's all types of things, but the most important one, and I just zeroed right in on this part of the picture, is like, it's your own personal support for yourself. So that's, I'm feeling like, is the block, or at least it's part of it. We're going to get more information from these other cards, but that feels like the main issue, where it started from. Losing, I feel like there's a lot of grief there, because there's not, you don't feel the physical support of whoever it is that you lost in whatever way, or stopped communication with. So that's kind of like where this block started from. But you do have the power, you know, it's like the center of your body is really like where your power focuses, and you do have that ability to build up your own self-worth, your own self-esteem, and be the support for yourself. And then also tapping into, you know, angelic realm and things like that, like I was saying before. So let's get some more information. So what is up for group 1 with this fire card? I'm just getting like this is what I'm seeing. So remember I was talking about there's been this kind of like downward momentum with, it feels like a lot of things going wrong over the years, because it's just, there's like this unstable feeling I feel that you've been feeling. And it's like this ball rolling down the hill, gathering momentum. And this fire energy is coming in here to transform this energy, transmute this energy into what you want. So you can visualize this right now of this momentum stopping. It's like, just picture it like came down the mountain and hit this little bonfire here. I know that's a sun, but it was just making me think of that, you know, that energy of the ball rolling down the hill, and that it's going to transmute in this flame into what you want it to be. So if you want to just stop the momentum, you can visualize that happening, of that energy coming down into this flame, and just, it stops the momentum so that you can just get balanced. You can focus balance energy into that. You can focus whatever it is you want, turning around. And I'm getting like, especially your prosperity. So prosperity to me is like, a lot of that is money and wealth as far as like material things, but I get also it's having to do with love and relationships for you. It just feels like a lot of things feel broken. That's the word they're telling me, and I'm getting, there's been a lot of I'm getting like breakups, breakdown, things just kind of going in this direction for a while. So now it's time to stop that momentum, focus the energy, and you can pull fire energy into you, and just let that come in to help boost your energy, to boost, I'm getting like, boost your manifestation powers, boost the fire in your belly. It's like, I want to picture it right here in the center of you. You can go ahead and do that. You can pull this fire energy in to help you transform. Fire is a transformational kind of energy. So your opportunity right now, and when we do readings, you know, when you get a reading and you're learning about yourself through it, it's like you come into an awareness, and the awareness is what helps you to start changing things. It's a big, huge portion of change, is just to become aware of things, because if you don't know they're there, you can't change them, can't take steps towards doing anything about it. Okay, so we're going to get into this fire energy and start building. I feel like it's time for you to just really focus on that fire in your belly. What feeds that fire? How can you support your own self? It's like, I don't know what this thing is, the being is holding here, but I don't know. I just got like, they're there to bring you like the wood and the logs for your fire, but it's like your fire is your fire. So it's really up to you to maintain it and keep it going and things like that. But they can help feed it and bring you support and, you know, help you that way. But it's really like up to you. Okay, let's move on here. We've got personal truth with Amazonite. So yeah, there's been a block with the communication. So either you're all on the earth plane and there's some kind of blockage there, or they've moved over to the other side and crossed over, and there's a problem with the communication. But it's like, with this personal truth, I'm getting that it has to do with, some of it is like, I feel like there was already a communication issue before, if they passed over, that you weren't able to like fully show yourself. And I get that that's why this interesting looking being is coming up. It's kind of like also representing you in a way, like you being able to truly show who you are and be yourself with whoever it is. And that also is the issue if you're all on the earth plane together, but maybe not in communication, that you have not felt like you could truly express yourself, be yourself, say how you feel, say what's really on your mind. Like you kind of had to bury that, or just, I'm also being drawn to this fire where it caused some fiery reactions if you did try to like truly be yourself. So part of this issue here is it's just an energy blockage forming of not being able to let your energy flow, to communicate, to be your true self. And that has had its effect. It's like, this domino effect where you're not feeling like you can be yourself, and then the dominoes start knocking down, where it's like, well, when you're not feeling like yourself, then you're not really in alignment, and maybe from that space not choosing the right work to go into, or the right business decisions, the right money decisions, the right people decisions, the right relationship decisions. So as we're going through this process of the cards, it's like coming here to this personal truth. It's time to, like, you can pull some Amazonite energy into you. Just bring it in through the top of your head and let it come into your body. And Amazonite is like I love this stone. It's so pretty. And it can really help you to not just vocalize your own personal truth or what you want to communicate. It's like a connection between your heart and your throat chakra, so your fourth and fifth, so that you're really expressing and communicating from your heart. It's like who you really are. I'm getting your heart's desires. That's the other thing that's coming up right now. I feel like that's gotten blocked also within this whole process, that you haven't been able to just express your real heart's desires, or even think about them, or let yourself imagine them. So we want to be able to feel good and free enough, even in our own imaginations, to imagine the things that we really want, because that's how we start manifesting them. Okay, so I wasn't even looking at this card yet, but dreams. This is what I'm talking about right here. It's having those dreams, allowing yourself to have the dreams, paying attention to the dreams. This card represents also paying attention to your actual dreams. But I'm getting, especially with this whole message, it's like allowing yourself to dream, to think bigger, to like really imagine what you want to have. And then also allowing space or trust that this or something better is coming, and you can say that to the universe, God, your guides, your angels, whoever you're asking for this support from. Okay. And let's see. So with this protection, I love how it's interesting too. Like, I was getting the image of the ball. Then we've got this circle here, and it's kind of like, I like how these are all like very angular and rectangular. Like, okay, it stops here, this downward spiral, because you've transmuted and transformed it. And now we've got a structure in place that has to do with your personal truth coming through. You're creating the structure based on your personal truth. So you might want to think about, some of those things. What is it that makes you tick? What is really true for you? What is important to you? And then creating dreams, visioning them, visualizing them to help manifest them. But it's like this structure, I like how it's like carrying over into this card, and it's purple. And I love that, because purple or lavender, and violet, those are like the real spiritual colors. So it's like you're, based on your personal truth, building your dreams, building them in energy, building them on a good spiritual type of structure and foundation. And now it's like this ball can start to form into the thing you want it to be now, instead of it being this momentum of, it felt like chaos, it felt like things out of control, one thing after another, domino, like, things going wrong, financial stuff going wrong. Now it's like it's been cleansed and this new structure is in place. And now it's this clean, little, pure energy that you can focus on and start really focusing in on what it is that you do want. Okay. And then we've got the protection card here. So another ball of energy. And this is important. Oh, it's interesting. I never realized this before. I see the little white ball inside this protection. I never noticed that before. So yes, it's important for you to protect these dreams. I feel like as you're getting more into this personal truth, expressing yourself, communicating, feeling strong in that, just use your communications wisely about what these dreams are. And I'm getting also the message, like, don't, what is it? Don't show your pearls to the swine or whatever. Be careful who you share these things with. Maybe keep it to yourself for a while and just let the energy build on whatever it is. If it's a new idea you have, it's a business idea, it's an idea to move, because what I'm getting also is that because of this past situation, it's felt like anything that you brought up with your personal truth got like shot down, or, I want to say a bad word right now, but anyway, it was not accepted and actually bagged on, kind of, I'm getting sort of like those kind of energies. So that's why it's important while you're building this new way of being, where you're being protective of your own energy, what's true for you, your dreams, and really like having this protection around them, that you don't allow yourself to get triggered by, say, something that somebody says if you're sharing with the wrong people. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to go on to the Moonology cards. Anything else about these cards before we move on? Now I'm getting that part's done. Okay. What else is for group ones? It's good to know. Messages about where their money is blocked. Money, wealth, prosperity, abundance, all those things. They're all going together, as you can see. I gotta organize for a second. Okay. Clarifiers for these cards, please. Okay, so we're gonna pick some. Oh, these are the Crystal Ally cards, by the way. And these are the Moonology cards. Okay, this is interesting. The energy is gaining momentum. That's what I was talking about in the beginning, but you can turn it around. That's what the message is. It's like stopping the momentum that was started from that situation we were talking about before, and moving into, transmuting that energy, creating your own new structure based on your own heart's desires, and creating new dreams to focus on and protecting them. Okay, let's get another clarifier. More information, please, for group one. Just pull on. What do you need to release? So that's perfect to go right under that fire energy card. In the energy healing basics videos that I made, I have a video on how to release energy, and also the daily energy healing video, and they're linked below this video, the playlist in that video. That's a method for using energy work to release things. So what do you need to release? Is it frustration from this whole situation? Is it self-esteem and self-worth issues, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, because of, I feel like there's this, the words I'm getting is like beat down. It's just like a lot of beating down on your self-esteem that started this whole process. So that might be something to look out to release. You can also write the things down, put them into a fire to burn them up. Be careful with that, please. Just think about what it is that you can release that has to do with the yucky feelings, the pattern that started here, and also what you continued doing because of it, or what you have done because of it. And if you don't know exactly, it's okay, because you can just give the intent that You know, you can even write it down. I am releasing whatever, happened that was negative in my life because of this pattern. I release this pattern. Even if I don't fully see it yet, I am releasing it. And these things don't happen like overnight. It could take a while. And you might need to do these things regularly over a period of time until you get it. Okay. More information, please. Oh, wow. Cards just flipping over. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot of things here. Let's see. Okay. Expect powerful change. I really love that. You have the power to change. And also, it's like, I feel like this whole situation created sort of like a negativity sort of pattern, where you're expecting the other shoe to drop, expecting not good things to happen, because that's been this momentum of energy that you've been in for quite a while, it looks like. And it's time to focus and really expect things to change now, because you're taking control, you have helpers, you're working on it. If you weren't working on it, yeah, it's just going to keep going. It's like a default mechanism that just keeps producing those same results, maybe in different variations. But, when we start to really expect the good things to happen, maybe it's just a small thing to focus on at first to expect a positive outcome to come from. Okay, I think I have to move these over. So many cards flew out with this. Okay, I'm working on straightening my cards. Okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches. I love that. Yeah, this is coming to an end. Like, you don't need to just be in this type of it's like this round and round. It's funny that I kept seeing round things, coming up. This round and round kind of energy. Like, you don't need to be in this anymore. It's time for it to end. And, we've gone through so many energy shifts lately, and we continue to go through them. It's like the opportunity keeps coming up to release and get rid of these things that we just don't need in our lives anymore. It's time to move on. Okay. Have faith in your dreams. How perfect. That's coming out right under the dreams card. It's like similar colors too. I love that. Yeah. And there's the butterfly there. That's another sign of the transformation. And it's like all these things are growing. There's a lot of growth coming through in this reading. Your personal growth. The growth that is going to trickle down and happen in your finances and your good opportunities and your good relationships and your good friendships, in your good love connections, all those types of things. Okay, adjustments are required. So what are these adjustments for them? Obviously, okay, so one of them is the way you're thinking. Okay, so I have to make room here while I'm talking because so many cards came out. Adjustments are required. So yeah, it's a new way of doing things. This is a new way of doing things. It's a new way of thinking about things. And also I'm getting like because it takes time to change these patterns. So the next time something comes up, and instead of going into, oh no, now it's all happening again, it's going downhill, all this stuff, that's an adjustment that you can take control of right now. Stop it. Create the new structure of like, okay, I'm noticing these things starting to happen that have to do with my pattern. So, what do I need to release? What do I need to release? And then realize this is all part of the end of a tough cycle. This is a long thing that's been going on. So it could take time to, really unravel it and let it clear out. And then we always want to go back to focusing on the dreams, the positive, like what you are growing. And also I'm getting like for you to protect your energy. This is not just the protection for what your dreams are or the thing that you're growing. It's protecting your own energy. So in the energy healing basics, I have that video, how to protect your energy. These are the adjustments. It's like new little habits, but they all are going to come together into this bigger transformation of you having these tools so that you are supporting yourself and not feeling lost, abandoned, alone. You know, you always have your own self, and, you know, we can pull in some self-love energy. And I know that's hard. A lot of times, you know, that stuff gets messed up, and that's like the work for us to work on, is our self-love, you know, because of things that have happened. So those are some of your things for you to work on right now. And finally, we've got work through your fears. So just kind of like more of what I was saying, the fear of, you know, well, when you do have something cool to share, it gets, you know, cacaed on. I'll say it that way. Try not to say the bad words. You know, the fear of that there isn't support, the fear that like you can't come up and make anything better happen for yourself because you're like too on your own. There's not enough, you know, strength to help you build a better momentum, but that's not true because you're changing it right now. Okay, so working through your fears, that's another thing you can do. You can look at my how to release energy video, and just, even if you don't know what your fears are, you can just start releasing them. Do the daily energy healing video. And when it talks about the part of the video where you're releasing something, just put your fears in, even if you're not totally clear on what they are. Okay, we're going to get a final message from the Metatron cards. What is for group ones? Highest good to know. For a final message having to do with their mini block. These are all prosperity crystals, by the way, that I have surrounding this reading, so you can look at them and pull the energies in. There's citrine, labradorite, clear quartz, peacock ore, lapis lazuli, malachite, pyrite. Okay. Final message. Oh, I love that. Passion, love for life. It is for yourself. I love it. I had been shown how to lay out this reading before it started, and so my plan was to put the final card right in the middle, and I love how this passion, love for life is right under your personal truth. That because this tough cycle is ending, your passion can come back. Your love for life can come back. Your love for yourself can come back or grow for the first time. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe it wasn't there since you were just like a little baby. And also, I love that this is number for numerology on this card is 25, which makes a 7. 7 is for spirituality. It's for wisdom. It's for all that personal growth and change. And, you know, as you focus on these things and get more into them, you are transforming yourself. You're bringing your power back to you. You're loving yourself. You are supporting yourself. So I hope this helps you. And if you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Hey, group 2, you picked the Spontaneity card, Calcite. So I'm going to pull some more cards from the Crystal Ally Evolution deck. That's what we're using for your money block reading. We're going to find out your money block and other things that can help you and bring you guidance to help bring in wealth, abundance, prosperity, and money. So as we know, energy flows. When it's not flowing, it's going to affect other areas of your life. So that can have like the trickle down effect on your money, your wealth, your abundance. And wealth and abundance can mean more things than just money. Can be relationships, good health, you know, having resources in your life, opportunities, things like that. So, okay, what else? Let's get some more information about spontaneity for group 2. Okay, I'm just going to pick some cards. Okay, reason, howlite. Okay, I'm already kind of feeling where that's going. water. Okay. And we're going to get 2 more. Well, this one's sticking out of the deck. Peridot, increase. I get 1 more. They're just like coming out of the deck. See that? What is that? Hope, spinel. Some of these crystals, I don't even know how to say them. I have the original deck of this Crystal Ally deck, and this is the 2nd edition, and it's so rad, but like, I don't know. I don't even know how to say all these crystals. Okay, so tuning in to my team. What is Group 2's highest good messages having to do with their money block and how they can get into wealth and abundance? So obviously with this spontaneity thing, I'm getting like a twofold thing with this spontaneity energy. It's like I'm getting that you could get into more spontaneous kinds of energy, so that I'm seeing like waves of energy, and there's opportunities that come up, and you're almost in this like stuck energy where you're reasoning too much, you're thinking about things too much, and you're not able to jump on the opportunities when they come up. So we want to get some of the spontaneity energy, and you can go ahead and just pull the energy into you of spontaneity. Just bring it in through the top of your head and bring it into you. And I'm getting for you to ask yourself, what are some ways that you could be more spontaneous? It's like you might need some practice with this, just in smaller ways. Like someone calls you up and goes, hey, you want to go somewhere right now? And usually you might say no to that, because you're not ready. There's no plan. You don't have all these things prepared. And I'm getting there's like small ways for you to practice getting into that energy, because I feel like you're missing some opportunities. Like there's actually a lot of abundance of help, resources, opportunity, friends, love, family, all these things. But there's something with the actual prosperity and wealth building and money that you're missing, because there's also like I'm getting like a lack of education. I feel like you're going into your head a lot here with this reasoning and getting all super intellectual about it, instead of like more intuitive. And that because you're spending all this time thinking and trying to figure things out, you're missing these like intuitive, I just keep seeing them as waves of opportunities coming in that you miss because you're overthinking things. So we want to get into this energy. You could pull this energy of calcite into you also. You don't have to have the actual crystal. Okay, anything else about this? I'm asking my team before we move on. Yeah, I'm getting, there's something about creating like a new pattern. So the pattern you've been in it feels very stuck, and like, okay, so then it translates and it goes into all the other areas of your life, and like with your finances, like things feel stuck. I don't see like a huge loss, but there's not really growth either. It's just kind of stuck. It's just kind of there, which is good. And we can focus abundance energy into that and being grateful that things are just kind of normal. At least they're there, and then build on it. Like I'm feeling the image of this card is really good for what I'm seeing in my mind. It's like, there's a lot of these things that are kind of down here on this level that are abundant, especially compared to maybe some other people. And it's like, really focusing the gratitude on those things to build up more towards like having it all. This feels like having it all. This is the shape that you would have in your prosperity corner if you did feng shui. It's like these triangle shapes because you're building, and there's like the foundation, and then things coming up to this point. And I love how these people, it feels like all these little wins and all these little abundances that add up to a big base of abundance. It's time to celebrate them. It's time to acknowledge them. It's time to, you don't have to dance around like these people, but why not? You could do that too. Do something to show the universe like, yes, I love and appreciate these things. I want more of them, and then it's becoming more and more focused towards the things that you don't have yet in your physical existence. But as you're celebrating and building this energy, it's like it is coming into your physical existence. It builds in energy and then it comes into manifesting in the physical. So I'm really getting like, really get into gratitude, really get into being thankful for what it is that you have, the abundance. I mean, I do this too. I'll be like, oh, I'm so thankful that toilet paper is available to me, little things. Okay, so yes, a new pattern is building, a new positive pattern, a more spiritually based pattern is what I'm getting, is what this is all turning into. So, what is it that maybe blocks you from feeling like you can be spontaneous? I'm getting like with this water energy card. So water is representing emotions and flow. It's like, what is it that stopped the flow? I feel like there's something that happened here that made you just focus only on these small base things, and not try to grow anything. It feels like something happened where it just kind of, it feels like something emotional. It feels like something that just stopped the flow of you reaching for the top, reaching for, the best thing that you could go for. Okay, so you might want to ask yourself what that is. And if you don't know, just start asking your higher self. Keep asking the questions, because as you ask the questions, it's like your mind, your brain is working on it, your spirit, your higher self, all of that, being open to receiving the answers, also to understand what this whole situation is all about. Okay, so we're going to get the pattern going from stuck to realizing there is a lot of abundance, it is growing, and focusing energy on that growth, creating this new pattern where things start to flow. And also, I didn't even make the connection till right this second when I was seeing those waves of energy to get on. It's like, water, what is this? It looks like an ocean. There's waves in the ocean. There's opportunities all around you. And I feel like actually a big one for you having to do with abundance is love. There's a lot of decent material things here. There's family, there's friends, but it's like right up here at the top, it feels like the actual partner that you want and the money that you want is what is the last little part of having like this whole thing. Okay, so as you're growing this, it's all going to come together. And then we get into this peridot, increasing, like what I was talking about over here. Focusing on being grateful for what you have increases. It brings you more of it. And also, like, I'm getting with this love thing. I don't know. It feels like the love is the next step for you to be working on, or the things coming to you. And then it leads to a lot more financial abundance, like right at the top. That's like, it feels like being spontaneous helps you get into a group or around people or in a situation where then this person starts to come around. And then it's part of this bigger foundation. It's like you have all this built up foundation, and then you have this, and it's like, it almost feels like with the two people on here that it's something that you build together all the way to the top. Maybe it's a business you do together. Maybe it's just coming together and creating a family, coming together and creating a home together, a love together. It just really feels like that is what's going on there. So your block is you haven't been spontaneous. So let's work on that. Okay. So we're going to focus on the flowing into this increase. And I love how there's like water energy right next to this flower, and it's like this letting your energy flow. Maybe it's time to do some things for your energy to help it flow. Maybe you can do some of the energy work that I have on this channel, or do something. I feel like sound would really help. A sound bath, listening to music that you really like. It feels like that energy. When you get into that space and you feel really good, it helps you flow. Maybe hearing some music that, or listening to some music that flows, like just, can you tell that the word is flow? Okay, this is like the main thing coming. But it feels like that energy is what feeds this flower, this increase to expand. It's like helping you to expand. Okay, being little, practicing spontaneity, creating a new pattern, getting out of your head, not reasoning so much. There's like too much of that going on. So you can get into this flow space with maybe even your thoughts. You know, I feel like some of your thoughts, or a lot of them, is what has also blocked you from getting up to this top part of, you know, really building what you want. Because I feel like you've just allowed these thoughts to come in. It's like clamping down on your ideas or your inspirations. And it's like, we want to get into this flow kind of energy and let that flowing energy feed this increase in the things that you want, the beauty. Like, I feel like this flower is representing the beauty and the abundance and all these opportunities and the things that you want. Okay, so also, like water representing emotions, it's like letting some emotional energy flow. Maybe allowing yourself to feel things a little bit more. Allowing yourself, I'm feeling like it's having to do with love and maybe not so much sadness, but you know, when you look at these different videos and they're super heartfelt and it like brings a tear to your eye, I feel like that's the kind of energy that can help you get into that space. Like the ones that have a good outcome, like a happy ending, you know, like those kind of energies or things, you know, could help you get into letting things flow, you know. And that could be a way you can just start practicing spontaneity, is just go on YouTube, you know, look around, Instagram, whatever, and just flick through and see what comes up, and boom, just put your finger down and see what the video is and watch it. See what, if it has something in it for you. Okay, so we're going into this increase, expanding, opening up, opening. I feel I'm getting the words opening to new ideas also. It's like the opportunities are there, but it's like a different way of thinking about new ideas that's opening up and increasing, so that your actual abundance and prosperity can increase, which is bringing you into a space of hope. Because yes, this like jewel with all this light shining down, it's coming to you. That prosperity is coming to you. There's guidance coming to you about it. It's just opening up to it, being aware of it, allowing yourself into a little bit more of an emotional state instead of this head intellectual space, to be spontaneous and flow, so that you can start picking up on the real like spiritual guidance, which is going to lead you to this, all this radness up at the top of that crystal, representing, like I said before. Okay, let's grab some Moonology cards. More information, please, for group 2. Clarifiers, highest good messages for group 2. Okay, I'm just going to pick them. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. What does this mean for them? I mean, I always get with this card, it's like fear and ego, you know, which would make you go into this overthinking kind of space. Also, I'm getting like taking a little bit more spontaneous action. It feels like the pride sometimes could be like, you think you know better than to just jump into something, you know, but you know, we still want to be careful. We don't want to just jump into anything with anybody. But if you're in this like flow space, you're getting guidance, it feels like the ego that says, I can never do that. Oh no, don't go do that. Oh no, you're not prepared. You can't do that. You don't have the blah, blah, blah to do that. That needs to go so that you can just go, oh, why not? Sure, let's do it. Okay, more information, please. Group 2, clarifiers, high skin messages, having to do with their block, wealth, abundance, prosperity. Step out of your comfort zone. Exactly what I'm talking about right here. It's amazing how exact the cards can be. It's like your comfort zone is in your head and has been in your head and in your kind of planned out way of doing things, or your comfort zone, your little circle of things. And it's like, use the circle as the base. Like this card has a base to build a new foundation, build a new pattern here. Okay, so you're gonna not let that voice tell you not to do something, especially when it's not high risk. Let's practice with low risk stuff and just take the steps out of your comfort zone. Start trying some new things. Go to some new places. Doesn't have to really even cost anything. Just go hang out somewhere different, you know, go to a different store than where you normally shop. Take a little different route home sometime. Take a drive somewhere just for the sake of doing the drive, or a ride somewhere. If you can take a train or something, just a little bit out of what you normally do. You're kind of in a rut, okay? I can tell you this because I've been in there too. Like, I'm in a similar space. So, okay, more info for group 2. A fiery climax approaches. How interesting with that right under the water card. What does this mean for them? Okay, well, this is the image that I just got. You kind of been stuck doing the same thing in this rut, you know, not really like tapping into how you really feel and not really flowing with things. But as you start to do it, I feel like you really get going with it. And then there's like this is fiery, and I'm not seeing this as a negative thing at all. I'm seeing this as like a powerful, fun, transformative. I see you just like dancing your ass off at some event or something, you know, like you're like, oh wait, this feels good, and then it like builds and builds and you just totally get into it. That's the kind of fiery climax that I'm seeing here. Okay, which goes along with this increase energy over here, and that bringing your vibration up, which gets you into a more hopeful space, which gets you open to receive more guidance, more good things, more abundance, more wealth, more prosperity, love, awesomeness. I'm like, what else can I say about it? I'm going to create my own thesaurus. Oh my gosh, that flew out. Take time to breathe out. Okay, so we're going to remember to breathe. If you're getting on a roll here, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, that just got crazy. Okay, you're also going to breathe out, because we're going to be in a balanced way, increasing. Okay, you know, and if other things come along with you doing a little spontaneity situation here, and it ends up bringing some things into your existence that you just weren't like really feeling like, oh, I'm not ready for that. It's like, okay, just breathe out. It wouldn't come into your life if you weren't ready for it. If it's something like an opportunity that's really going to increase, say like the money you make, or expand the business you have, or an opportunity at work, or an investment thing, or a new group of people to hang out with, whatever it is that's increasing, like you might panic and go into a little bit of anxiety, and that's the advice here, is just to breathe out. Like, you can handle it. It's totally fine. It's going to be fun. You're practicing You know, none of this is like an end all be all thing. You know, if you jump on a little opportunity and you're practicing spontaneity and, you know, it gets into, oh, this is too much, just like go home. You know, it's like you practiced, you built the muscle, you're building a muscle. Okay. Breathe out, relax. Okay. Yeah, let's get one more of these cards for you guys. Group 2, clarifier. One more card for group 2. A win-win outcome is forecast. It's kind of what I'm saying. There's no losing here. There's no losing when you're, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, telling your ego to shut the hell up, you know, getting out of your head, getting into this flow, letting yourself feel more, letting yourself be guided to the things you really want, the love, the money, the prosperity, you know, having it all, really. There's no losing when you let your emotions, let your guard down. I feel like this also is telling you, like, let your guard down a little, let yourself feel. That is going to help you increase everything that you want, you know, and relaxing a little bit in the process, because it is a win-win. There's no losing here at all. You're getting your guidance, you're getting your hope back. I feel like you've been stuck in this thing for a while, this rut. I feel like some of this energy you've experienced before, and it's just been a long time. So, you know, that's where this hope is coming in. You know, just keep kind of chipping away at it and practicing, getting into your new pattern of flow, and it's a win-win for you. It's all good. Okay, we're going to pick a Metatron card to finish this off. As I'm picking this card, these are all abundance kind of stones. Actually, a lot of these crystals I took from my prosperity corner. And so we've got citrine, clear quartz, labradorite, lapis lazuli, peacock ore, pyrite, malachite. Okay, you can pull those energies into you to help with your abundance and wealth and prosperity. Okay, one more card, one more last final message for group 2, having to do with their money, wealth, and prosperity. Family, circles of life. Interesting. Okay, what does this mean for them? It feels like, I think for a lot of you, that this abundance that you're wanting to bring in has to do with building some kind of a family. Either like a traditional family, like you want to meet your partner and have, you know, kids and that kind of thing. Or it's like a family where you're bringing your soul family to you. You're creating like a new circle of friends that are like family. You're bringing your true soulmates to you who are going to be with you all the way. You know, that's part of this building the abundance, is having those kind of friends and people in your life that you love so much. Any other messages? I'm asking my team if there's any other messages for you guys having to do with this. Yeah, just flow with it. I really like this visual for you to focus on, of bringing all these happy people around you. I feel like you felt isolated in this situation for a long time, and it's time to just, like, you know, I think some of these people, they may not all be brand new people that you're meeting for the first time, where it's like, oh, who are these? You know, I'm meeting new people. Some of them can be people that have already been there, that maybe you lost touch with, and it's time to get back in touch with them and see how you're connecting now as you are this different person than maybe the last time you did, and start bringing them in. You know, get on the phone, text, email, whatever, send a message. Do it the easy way first, you know, reach out, and then let's just let this increase and grow. Because I feel like the bottom line of your spontaneity block has to do with not feeling the trust and the connection and the people that have been around you. So let's change that. Any other messages for group 2? Nope, that's it. So I hope this helped you. If you like this video, please share it to someone, comment, it'll help other people see it. Subscribe if you want to. I appreciate you watching, and I will be back soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. Hi, group 3. You chose the Inner Peace card, Tourmaline. I love that card. It's so pretty. So we're using the Crystal Ally Evolution Edition cards. I'm going to pull some more, and we're going to find out what is going on. What's your money block? What is causing a blockage to your wealth, prosperity, abundance, money flow, all that stuff? Okay, let's get some more information for group 3. Okay. We've got Wisdom, Inner Peace, Wisdom. I like how those are going together. Beginnings. Okay. And we're going to grab 2 more of these, and then we'll see what is going on with this stuff. Illumination. I love all these cards together. This is so neat. One more. Life Force. Wow. Okay. Let's start with this Inner Peace card here. So something has been causing you. I hear rift in your inner peace. If I see like this crack going down the middle of you, like something got ripped apart, forced apart. It could be an actual outer circumstance thing, like with a person. It could be something within yourself. I feel like for those of you who this is referring to something within you, it's like something inside you just, it's like you had a revelation of something that was completely like the opposite of what you thought it was. And so it's causing this like dichotomy is the word I'm getting. Like there's just this split almost like down the center of you where there's kind of like the old you or the old way of thinking. And then there's this new stuff coming in, and you're just like, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what I believe anymore. I don't know what's going on. It feels like that. Okay. So I don't know how this relates to your money yet, but we're going to find out. Okay, so already I'm getting like the path forward is to, first of all, pull in wisdom energy so that you can start to gather what is the truth about the stuff that you're finding out, a new way of thinking. It feels like some of you've been lied to. There's just, it feels like I'm getting the word untruths. Like there's a bunch of, there's like a lack of clarification about what's true and what's not true. So we want to pull in some wisdom energy. You can pull that in through the top of your head. You can pull in some discernment energy with it and let it come into your body. It just feels like it's, what I'm seeing also with this, it's like it's shaking your heart. It's like you have a lot of love for people, for life, for your passions. And this, it feels like whatever this is has rocked you to the core. It's just like, I'm seeing it as a way for you to get into a very deep wisdom space within yourself. That's what this path is that is opening up to you. So it feels like this has just made you stop in your tracks. Those are the words I'm getting. And it's like you not knowing the way forward. It's like, it's kind of reminding me of a tower moment. Like everything is just like not there anymore the way that you thought, and you don't know where to go or what to do with it. It just feels like, I'm getting the word like shambles, like things in shambles. You're just not knowing what is going on. You can't make sense of it. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so this is blocking your energy because it's making you feel stuck. It's almost like a trapped feeling is what I'm getting with this. Trapped within yourself, or trapped like on the outside, because it doesn't look like there's any real pathways open to you. But right here, there's one right there, that does lead to this inner peace. That is, I feel like what's going to come through in this whole reading is, what is the path to your inner peace that unlocks this whole flow for your abundance to flow? Because it feels like it's blocking whatever this is. It feels shocking to me, is blocking you from connecting with friends, family, coworkers, just kind of like the people around you. It's like you're just kind of in a state, I get the word like almost like terrified. This might not apply to everybody that extreme, but I feel like it's just something, there's a lot coming in right now that is shocking, and you just can't make sense of it. So we're going to get into this wisdom energy. All of this is happening for a reason. It's happening to bring you into a new beginning. Okay? Whatever the structure that was going on here was not based on a good, solid foundation, is what I'm seeing. It's like, first of all, there wasn't truth to it in a lot of ways. I feel like there was deception in this situation. I feel like you were deceived, or like a lot of people around you maybe were deceived. There's falsehoods. These are all like the words that my team is giving me to explain this. So yes, like what I was saying before, the way forward is to get into a deeper wisdom. That's the healing that's taking place as you move forward. That is bringing you into a new beginning, where you have this illumination and this new life force energy coming into you. So I don't know exactly what this means for you guys. Yeah, I'm getting that more than money. There's a money aspect to this too, since this is about finding your money block, but I'm really feeling that this has so much to do with the main people right around you, your relationships, your closest people, family, friends, coworkers. It feels like you are needing to show a certain face, around them, but inside is like that other half of that split that's just going, oh my God, what is going on here, Okay, so let me see what else I have to say about this, my team. What else is group 3 need to know about this? It feels like you're not going into this new path of wisdom only for yourself. It's part of you getting on your real like spiritual path to your purpose, finding deeper meaning in life. It's like a more fulfilling, enriching type of experience for your life to get into this space of wisdom. It's like you're searching. This situation has caused you to search for like a deeper meaning to things and to what really is the truth. And this is where this new beginning is coming in for you. And I feel like as you move forward and you really earnestly search for the truth and learn new things and do, follow where your heart is leading you, things to look at, even if they're hard things, it's like it's opening up a new beginning for you. I feel like eventually this is going to bring some people in who understand kind of like where you are in this vibration. Your original people, we'll just call them that, family, friends, coworkers, whatever, people around you, may not understand what it is that you're going through. So I think in some ways it's like, yeah, of course you feel like you can't really show them because it's a painful experience. It's really like your spiritual awakening, it's not an easy thing to go through, and it can make you feel like you're on your own. But I do feel like you have loving support around you. It's just that these people may not really be the people who are going to really understand what this is all about and can relate to it. So coming up, you have new beginnings for yourself, a fresh way of looking at things is what I'm seeing. Illumination as far as learning a lot more about truth, the world, yourself, spirituality, what it really means to be like in a spiritual practice, whatever that, however you define that for yourself. It doesn't mean like you have to have a rigid plan or structure or whatever. It's just like you're starting to really see a lot more, and that is bringing you into this much stronger, way more grounded type of energy. It's like, I feel like these two cards really go together, this wisdom and life force. It's like you didn't have the wisdom that you gained from going through this experience, and that has brought you into a way stronger, like in you're way stronger in yourself. You can anchor some of these beliefs. You know, it's like your beliefs are changing as you're going through this experience. So, you know, you're having aha moments, you're having synchronicities, you're waking up. There's a spiritual awakening happening here. And so some of those things, at least in your own experience, you know, you can anchor into your earthly experience. You can feel grounded in, at least you know your own experience is the truth. Does that make sense? I don't know. Sometimes I'm just talking here and I'm like, whoa. And then I remember what I said and I go back and listen to some of the readings. And I'm like, dang, that was like super trippy. Okay. We're going to get some Moonology cards. Get some clarifiers for this message. Yeah, this is much more of an abundance reading for you. I feel like you're already not, again, I'm drawn to this dude and this card. You know, I feel like you're already, I don't feel like you're really going for like the big bucks in your life, you know what I mean? I don't feel like a super strong, like you care as much about it. And that doesn't mean that, you know, you shouldn't have it or it's not coming to you. I just feel like those kind of material things maybe were more important before this whole other thing came into your life, this whole other experience, the awakening to your spiritual path, the awakening to truth, honesty, and really having to be in discernment and figure things out for yourself. It's like it's really about a self-reliance of grounding in your own being. What the heck does that even mean? I don't even know. I think you're gonna know though. Okay. I see the words, I say them. That's how this works. Okay. Oh my gosh, things are getting crazy with the Moonology cards. Okay, Moonology deck. Let's get some more info. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so you're wrapping up the original breakthrough, breakdown, you know, dark night of the soul kind of situation. It's wrapping up so that you can get into the new beginning, which is actually like the cool, awesome part of your spiritual growth and your spiritual awakening. Okay. Okay, those three just came out. Let's see. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, so I feel like that's tied into whatever happened here that maybe was the catalyst to the split you went through, this breakdown, breakthrough. It's coming to resolution. You're finding the wisdom in it. You're learning from the experience. You're gaining the wisdom. You're never going to go back to how you were before because now you know better. You know the truth. You're learning. Okay, we got beginnings. Luck is on your side. Heck yeah, it is. It's awesome. This is an amazing new beginning. And I mean, I truly believe, like, you know, we make our spiritual plans before we come to the earth. So you planned this, in my opinion, for this time, maybe not every exact circumstance like destiny, but like the luck is on your side because you knew this was going to be a good, healthy experience for you to have this whole tower moment breakdown, whatever, releasing and letting go of things, because the true goal is to get to the inner peace. The block has been the lack of inner peace. I feel like you have felt, the word I'm getting is like fidgety, but that's not exactly the word I'm going for here. Like life just wasn't, it didn't have like the deep meaning for you. You're learning to see the deeper meaning in all the things. That's what this beginning is. That's why it's like there was an energy that was set for you to have this experience. Now that is why luck is on your side. You made your own luck. Your spirit made your own luck before you came in. Your soul, you co-created with God for this experience so that you could come in and have this new beginning, because it's like part of your purpose in this life to learn about inner peace, to find inner peace, to create inner peace. And you do that by gaining the wisdom, allowing this new beginning to come in, like trusting, like this is a good thing for you. It's uncomfortable, but it's a good thing. And you're going to understand yourself and the world and everything more and more and more, which is just going to get you into this strong, grounded space, which is really connected also to the inner peace. Okay, this one came out also. Your hard work is paying off. You're doing it. You've been doing it. How is this going to pay off for them? I just got the word money. Even though I feel like money is not like the number one thing, even though this is a find your money block reading, I feel like everything that you're working on here is going to have effects in all the abundance areas of your life. So actually what I'm getting about the money here with you is like, start to look at how things are going with your money to see the effects of it. And also how you deal with money, it has an effect on how this goes. Okay, so as we do one thing, we do all things. If you are really holding back with your money and in fear to spend it even a little bit here and there, it feels like it's going to slow this process down. Okay, so just be trusting that this is a new beginning that's good for you. You're getting stronger as you go. Ruby is also a crystal that helps with your emotions. So, you're getting really grounded in this whole experience. So you can look at, if money is representing energy, how is it flowing in your life? You can start to look at money and see the results of how your spiritual growth is going. You can ask for signs that way. When you start finding pennies and coins and things showing up for you, just in random places, you're walking around, you find your lucky penny or whatever, that's a sign that you're on the right path. You're on the right spiritual path. Your energy is shifting to this new, grounded, peaceful place. Okay, let's get one more of these. It's time to release negativity. Okay, so this was a full-on situation. You can go to my energy healing basics videos. They're linked underneath this video, and start doing some work on yourself. Start grounding and releasing energy. That's a video for you to watch. Release, how to release energy is another video you can watch to start releasing. It's like, obviously this experience was tough and it brought up a lot of negative feelings. There's a lot of doubts. There's a lot of insecurities coming up, I feel. These are the words my team's giving me. So, we want to clear these things as they're coming up so that they don't become a block to this new wisdom, a new beginning that's coming in. Okay? If you feel a resistance to looking at something that's coming up, or it feels really yucky, that can be blocking you from getting to the aha moment about it. And the way that you can clear that is by working on your energy to release the emotional charge on, some of these things that are coming up. So it's just like a more neutral energy. And then when you go to look at it, you won't be triggered and stuck on the chaos or the drama feelings that are coming up. You'll be able to have them release, get into this inner peace place, so you can get to the aha moments, the synchronicities, the awareness that is bringing you a grounded inner peace in the end. Okay, let's get one more card. We're going to get a Metatron card. Yeah, I'm getting, like, for you, the abundance. The definition of abundance for you in this reading is love and joy, especially self-love and joy, fulfillment, enjoying life. That is what we're reaching for here. So when you're in this grounded inner peace place, you can feel all those things. Okay. One more card from the Metatron deck for group 3. Ooh, I love this card. Priorities, building blocks for life. Okay, what does this mean for them? It's a priority to clear this negativity is what I'm hearing. A priority to clear the negativity to get to the inner peace. Once the inner peace is in place, more wisdom comes in, and it's like a cycle that just keeps going around. Like you work hard to clear this negativity, luck is on your side in this new beginning. It just feels like this energy is just really flowing for you. You're getting out of this tough cycle. You're working on your inner peace. That's what's building here. That is the true abundance for you in this reading. Priorities, building blocks for life. Okay, anything else for group 3? There's like, I always listen to the sounds outside. There was like a motorcycle and a plane taking off at the same time. So it just, along with the visual of this, it just feels like a new beginning, beginnings and luck on your side. And then there's also, this is Sagittarius cards, so there's the bow and arrow. It just feels like, yes, things are taking off in this new direction for you that is just going to be so much happier and more fulfilling for you. Okay, so I hope this reading helped you. If you liked it, please share it to someone, or, leave a comment. That would help other people to get this information, this reading. Subscribe if you would like, and I will be back soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is.